Hi everyone, I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our reading today. I'll choose 3 cards, read the base of the pack, and I'll also read 3. I'm being guided to read 3 from the Destiny pack as well for some extra guidance as we're in this portal, this transformation of endings and beginnings, deaths and rebirths. We're in the realm, we're still in that dreamy realm between the solar eclipse on the 25th of October and as we move through Samhain and All Saints Day and All Souls Day. And we're moving through when the veil has dropped. We're connecting with our ancestors during this time. So we're in a real dreamy energy where we are in between these realms. We're Taurus, we're moving into Taurus, and the colour of Taurus is green, very grounding, the colour of prosperity, the colour of this physical reality, the colour of our physical bands. So we're moving from the depths of this deep karmic releasing that we've done in Scorpio in the South Node. That's where our karma is. That's when we start to work and release karma from our ancestors. And that's nothing about love. It's about tuning into our own gifts, letting go of old programs and conditions that has been in our lives, that we have been connecting with and working from. That's a false identity. We're letting go of what is no longer serving us, moving into this full moon lunar eclipse. And the astrological time of Samhain is the 7th of November, just before the full lunar eclipse on the 8th. So this is the astrological time when Scorpio is 15 degrees in and the sun is 15 degrees. And so this is a time of real coming into that balance, coming into this middle way, this going deeper and deeper within, not looking at what other people may be doing, not looking at the faults of others. If we find ourselves moving and looking at the faults of others, to take a breath and come within, because that is the old conditioning, regardless of what anybody else is doing, coming within, finding that solace within. In this dreamy time, it is moving into our full potential. So this is a time of real dreaming big. And if we're going through these challenges, really remember who we are. We are love. We are divine source energy. We have this immense energy of love within that will create the most beautiful reality for ourselves and for others. So this wonderful time, this dreamy time of moving through these realms, taking in the talents, the wisdom of our ancestors, combining it with the cosmos, the divine wisdom that's coming in, bringing us into this alignment with the truth of our own original blueprint. Not trying to be like anyone else. Knowing now, during this month, we have the 11/11 gateway, the portal. So this time is all about these portals, moving through different gateways and portals and letting go of what's no longer serving us and moving through these gateways and portals, holding more light, holding more joy, holding more love, letting the old just fall away, not even connecting with it, not even entangling with it. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who viewed this video. This card's just up, there's 2 cards fell out face down, so I'll leave them there for the end of the reading. Sunset, there we go. 1. We have the Empress. 2. The High Priestess. And 3. The 8 of Cups. Moving on. And this is, the cards are so connecting and communicating with the energies of this cosmic alignment that we're all going through, this cosmic transformation that we're all going through. Venus, which is the card, the Empress, is connected to Venus, is up there, is almost conjunct, and is holding us in that beautiful energy of fertility, of love, of nature. At the very deep core of us, we're all nature, and when we move and shift and flow with nature, that is when we become enriched, empowered. I'm being shown root vegetables, so if we're feeling ungrounded, Mother Earth supplies everything for us. So eat root vegetables. Carrots have very long roots that spread out into the earth and are enriched in vitamin C that helps our immune system. Potatoes, all those root vegetables, as we're moving into this time now of winter. So we're being shown that Mother Earth holds all our medicine. Everything that we will ever require comes from Mother Earth. So using our oils to ground ourselves, to massage ourselves if we're going through any releasing in the physical, use our intuition and draw to us the oils that our body requires at that time. They are organic, they are from nature, they hold the frequency that is compatible to our frequency. Bringing in this divine light of Venus, of the sun, of Scorpio. And Scorpio, when it's in its shadow, it can be manipulating, and we can manipulate just by the way we speak, the way we act. So anything like that that may be coming up where others are making us feel upset, in reality no one can. It's our own thoughts and feelings. So then we start to manipulate that person or that situation because it's upsetting us. When we let go of all that, because this is what this beautiful light of the sun is doing, shining down on the old conditioning, but not only in ourselves. When we see other people doing it, that's fine, to step out of it, step out of that arena, to go deeper within, to feel the joy of love within, to feel the joy of the divine within. The Empress is stepping forward, and she's the Queen of Queens. This is a time of fertility, of growth, of beautiful abundance and prosperity. And this is what Taurus is all around, as we're moving from the unstable into the stability of Taurus, anchoring and holding on to what it is we want to move through, those portals and move through those gateways, holding on to holding on to value, not giving our attention to anything that decreases our energy. Focus on what brings value into our body in the most loving and kind way, not overpowering anyone, but when we feel it come into alignment in a nice, smooth, empowering way, enriching our bodies. So this time of this in between of this powerful transformation that we have been going through transformation for the past 2 years, and now we're coming to the gateway of the pinnacle of all the work that we've done. Where do we focus our attention? What do we take within our bodies? Food, nourishment, looking after ourselves, nourishing ourselves, grounding ourselves with the foods that we eat, drinking the clean water, looking after us, and even taking extra supplements during this time to keep our body in its beautiful flow, so it's not getting sluggish, it's not getting tired. So changing with the season, changing our foods, our beverages, our way of thinking, slowing everything down, going deeper within, focusing on what enriches us, what brings value to our life, not what decreases it. This is what all around moving into Taurus. Taurus is the zodiac sign of the senses, of beauty, of prosperity, of groundedness. And Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. So we're moving from the karmic releasing, which is so beautiful, because Scorpio is so healing and helps us to go deeper within and find those hidden treasures of, oh, where's this feeling getting me? Absolutely nowhere. It's actually pushing people away from me. What are these feelings that are coming to the surface now? My fears are speaking to me so loud that I'm going to start projecting them all around me into relationships, because this time is very much so about relationships, romantic relationship, partnerships, strained relationships. These feelings are coming to the surface, and it is now time to look at these thoughts, look at these feelings, and yes, there's so much pain in there, so much fear coming to the surface, and we're in this middle way now of, this is conditioning, this is my past coming up as a shadow, looking straight at me, speaking to me about all the things that someone may be doing, all the things that are wrong in my life, all the things that I don't have in my life. And as we do that, we stay in that place of that vibration of lack, of fear. We are being asked through these cards, through the cosmos and this cosmic love, this galactic healing that is coming through, to stand strong in love and trust love. And trust our soul path. Trust our future. Our future is not our past. That's where we did the learning. That's where we have done the growing. Now it's to step into what is valuable in our lives, what brings value, what brings enrichment. And this card is bringing that in, and she has this beautiful blue dress on, which we're all connecting even deeper with our spiritual essence, listening to our spiritual guidance, knowing that if something doesn't feel right, don't act upon it, because if we do, we're acting upon it from a old emotion. To just sit and meditate and self-heal and go deep within and surrender. And in that time, and then during this time, we're emptying lifetimes of emotions, of old patterns that are so ingrained. And sometimes it's so hard to not to fall into that pattern, and that's okay. That's okay, because knowing there is a pattern gives us that little bit more strength next time of look where that got me. Absolutely nowhere. Do you know, I'm going within. I'm making peace with myself. And as we make peace with ourselves, we bring peace all around us. We all want peace on earth. We first have to find it within, become peaceful with ourselves, accept ourselves, let go of any guilt for doing what brings us joy, what actually brings us freedom. We are responsible for ourselves and the energy that we emit. So the Venus energy is so beautiful, coming through with love, reminding us who we truly are, guiding us into abundance, because that's what God, the divine, is here to enrich our lives with. And that is, hallelujah, that is when the angels are praising and singing, our loved ones in spirit are happy, and their spirits are uplifted when we're happy. There's no room in our lives anymore for conflict, for going into battle with ourselves, surrender, step in alignment with the sun. What is the sun? The sun is our energy. It is our focus. It's our manifestations. What are we focusing on? Venus is love. Scorpio is saying, these are beautiful energies there that you're focusing on, but you're still holding on to some old emotions that maybe we didn't even realise were there until we're going through this passage. So a wonderful time of bringing in the light, bringing it through each chakra, anchoring it in to the heart of Mother Earth, bringing ourselves into alignment and feeling ourselves and seeing ourselves in a tube of heavenly light, anchoring, coming through from the heavens all the way through our higher chakras and coming through into our chakra system, and all the way out through our earth star, the crystalline grid, the ley lines, going all the way down and anchoring it into the heart of Mother Earth, really keeping this alignment as we're passing through this passage of time, this passage of the realms that are all just moving and shifting around us, and our ancestors guiding us. The High Priestess, which is listen in this, and you can see the gold, the pink and the blue, going within to the divine source energy within, listening to our spiritual guidance, which the moon is still in Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces in retrograde, drawing us into this inner wisdom, our inner priestess, our inner priest, our inner divine guidance that we've walked through lifetimes and brought through each lifetime. Instead of listening out there, go within. Listen to what is going on within. There is great insight when we go and listen to what is going on in our head, in our feelings, taking responsibility of it. And from that, this divine magic. So for now, listen within, not listen to anything that's going on that is guiding. This is about being our own guides at this time, going within. And then moving on, and from this passage, from this time of endings and beginnings, we're moving. And I love this card. It's a card that reminds us that we're not walking this path on our own. This is the 8 of Cups, emotions, listening to our intuition, trusting our intuition. And sometimes that can be fearful, but once we start trusting, because we've gone through lifetimes of being told that our intuition is wrong, especially females, that our intuition is wrong, we are now learning and listening and really tapping into our intuition, because it's never been wrong. It has actually never been wrong. It will always tell us something doesn't feel right, so we speak it, and people will try and change what we are seeing to suit their ends. Now we're listening to it. We're listening to those beautiful, gentle, loving guidance. And you can see this is the ocean. This is the seashore. The ocean is beautiful and calm. There are footprints with this person, letting us know our ancestors are walking behind us. Our angels are all around us. Galactic masters, cosmic beings. And if you look up to the night sky, you will see the star constellation of the Pleiades, and also Sirius as it's rising up during the night. The Orion's belt. It's this time of the year where we can tap into that. So lots of inner work, ready for the new moon in Sagittarius, where this is, we let this go so that we can start to plant those seeds, have that focus without any contamination of doubt or any contamination of any self-worth. We're moving now, and we may be moving from one group and coming into being standing in our own light. However it is in our lives, we'll be moving into a place where our soul is meant to be. So allow anything that is no longer serving, anything that is causing stress or anxiety, just fall away. And as we let those emotions fall away, it untangles us from the situations around us. We don't have to act, we don't have to go into resistance, we just look within it. This is how it's making me feel. It's bringing up this murky water, this emotion, and I'm just going to sit. I'm not going to act, I'm not going to do anything until I can breathe through this now and surrender it into the light. And this is a card of movement. So whether you're moving careers, whether you're moving home, whether you're actually going and traveling, this is beautiful time now to offload and go and dream and step into your most beautiful intentions, your most beautiful dreams. And the two that came out was rest and reconsider, which is this energy, looking at everything in our life that is triggering us or bringing up something that is causing us to react in an old way, wanting to run away, even wanting to push away, our fear of things not happening in our lives. We're in this place of we are shifting, resting, reflecting, looking around. She is sat there on the mountain. She's climbed all that way up. She's almost at the peak, and 9's a completion. So it's look how far we've come. And we're in this time of November is one where we are now focusing on, that's too hard for me now. I can't fit into that scenario any longer. It causes me too much stress. It causes me too much worry, heartache. And it's not to change anything on the outside, it's to change on the inside of how would I feel without any of this going on in my life? How would I feel if I didn't have this stress, if I didn't have this worry, if I wasn't constantly focusing on my future and which direction I'm meant to go? Letting all that go and coming and settling down with how you would feel without all that going on. And you will gain all your power back, your life force energy back from places that you've placed your attention that is not bringing value into your body, not bringing enrichment into your mind and body. And the other card was the Two of Wands. Spread your wings, dream big. We're moving through this portal into immense expansion. This is the rise of the phoenix, and I know this has been a theme of the month, but this is a powerful one because we will rise in joy, we will rise in health, because when we are happy, when we are at peace, our body is healthy. She is following her own path, listening to the divine, taking the wisdom of her ancestors and walking her own path. Nothing to do with anybody else's path, her own path, in that beautiful alignment with her original blueprint before it was contaminated. Coming back, letting all those contaminations go, coming back into that fullness of spirit, fullness of light, walking up into that divine, moving up with her arms open wide, no fear there, beautiful balance and moving forward. And the Two of Wands is all around, looking out to the sea, looking out into the horizon and seeing our ships now coming in on calm waters, these beautiful opportunities coming in, the divine support there, guiding us and helping us. And I'll ask now for a message from the Destiny Pack. There's one jumped out. I'll bring that through. I'm just being given the messages of sudden changes as well that are coming, which will are positive, the blessings, so don't get fearful. So if anything changes suddenly, don't get fearful. Just know that these changes are coming and they can feel surreal. They can feel too good to be true. But trust. So there we go. One. The home. Underneath there we have the nail. Underneath the High Priestess, and then the heart. Underneath the Eight of Cups, we have the female. Just ask for some clarification to go underneath the female, and we have the bear. Underneath the Nine of Wands, we have finances. Underneath the Two of Wands, we have new beginnings. And underneath the Nine of Wands, where the finances are concerned, we have the Tree of Growth. And underneath the Two of Wands, where new beginnings is, we're at this crossroad, but we are being guided by spirit. So underneath the Empress, the home. This is our home. Create an environment within that we love living in. We don't have to escape it. We don't have to go anywhere to feel better. Wherever we are, we're at home. And this is what we're being asked. This is our temple. We reside within to feel that comfort, to really look after ourselves, to cleanse each emotional body, the spiritual, mental, emotional and physical, to make sure each band is in alignment, that we are balanced that way. Going in and listening, and although this is the High Priestess, there's a male energy here as well, balancing this magical energy together, the Magician, the High Priestess coming together in the heart center and alchemizing and creating pure gold in our lives. So coming in, balancing the divine masculine, the divine feminine within our heart now. A beautiful time of balance, and this is a wonderful time of love also. So if anyone comes into your life, and this could be the changes that come in, if anybody does come into your life, it's good. You can trust it. And then underneath the 9 is rest and reconsider. And then we have finances and the Tree of Growth. So during this time of shifting from the Scorpio energy, which may bring up some loss, go within, feel that absolute treasure that we have within us. And from there, we have this tree of life, the tree of growth. And we're all shifting through our tree of life. Coming from the roots, we've healed, and we are healing the roots through Scorpio, the old karmic ties and karmic energy that we've held on to. We're healing it, and so we can move up into the heavens, and this is a time of prosperity. So whatever is going on, whatever is taking your attention away to lack, that's the energy that is in requirement of healing, because we're going to be, everything will be okay. We've set our roots, we're focusing on what brings value into our life now. We're letting go of what decreases us, what weakens us. And this is a powerful, and the healing of the ancestors as well, because if we were to cut any of those roots from the tree wouldn't have its full nourishment. It would start to wane, it would start to die. So really sending love to our ancestors, realizing it was through their love that we're here at this time. And then the movement of the 8 of water is the divine feminine. And knowing that she's protected, we're very powerful. We have a very powerful intuition. We work with energy. We are the nurturers. And we don't need to step into defending ourselves. If anybody out there is upsetting, we don't have to go out and tell them that they're upsetting us. We go within and know that we're protected, and know that everything is in divine order and everything is in divine timing, like we are all here at this powerful transformation. We are protected, so we don't have to stand in that masculine of anger, of control, of conflict. Coming back in, and as I'm tapping into this card, Mars is in retrograde in Gemini, and Gemini is the lovers. It's connected to Mercury, which is conjunct with Venus and the Sun at this time. So it's all about communication. Listen to the planets and what they connect with. Venus is love. Mercury is our communication, how we think, how we speak and correspond. And as we speak from a place of letting everybody off the hook and going within, knowing that if whatever we focused on, whatever it is that we wish to achieve, imagine having none of the fear that blocks us, because that's the power. Our intuition will guide us into those wonderful achievements. So a time of expansion, yeah, change, but change for the better. And as we're going through this change, we are protected. And the Two of Wands is new beginnings. It is, we're at this crossroads in the realms of our ancestors, in the realms of spirit, connecting and being guided in this watery time of Scorpio with our emotions. Wonderful, wonderful time that we can see so clearly now. And this is the card of the gods guiding us. We're all going through this new beginning, stepping into this new reality. Because once we call on our angels, once we speak to our loved ones in spirit and we hear them, when we quieten our mind, we will hear them and they will guide us. We have an immense force around us that loves us, that actually loves us. The cosmos, the galactic masters of light love us and are integrating within us as we start to listen to what the planets are communicating in this eclipse season, coming through this powerful time of Halloween, of Samhain, of the Day of the Saints and All Souls Day, and as we're moving through this beautiful leading up to the full moon in Taurus. It's such a powerful, powerful time to harness and to do the work, not outside, inwards, bringing us in. This, whichever path we choose, we will always end up exactly where we're meant to be. But as we go within and shift things, it becomes a lot easier. We flow and it accelerates us into our beautiful intentions and wishes. So this is the card of the gods saying, you're our baby, you're a child of God, we love you, we protect you, we want you to be happy, just like we wish our children to be happy. The divine has that love for us as well, and we're all waking up to that and being nurtured by it and being fulfilled by it and letting everything else fall away. So we're all these babies, we're all going back into that new beginning, a new beginning without carrying the weight of the past. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful cards for today. So we have 10, 19, 21, 24, and that is 6. And this is, the 6s are about we will always be. Material, all our material needs will be met. But it's also about this short opportunity of stepping into divine grace, of stepping into our achievements and who we truly are. This is a window of opportunity. And as we move through this, we will come out, when we've done the work, in a very beneficial place in our lives. So wonderful, wonderful time. So thank you so much for listening also. I really do appreciate you being here. and going through this journey, this immense journey, this spiritual journey that is so enriching and so expansive. Thank you for listening. God bless. Thank you.